just start recording it. Hannah, you're always so good at what do you remember? It's been a little while now.
It has been a little while. It's been a bit over a month.
Wow.
Sadly, since.
Can you play the Carry On My Wayward Son, music, like in the background, whilst she gives us a summary?
The road so far.
I've actually got some Ood music
that
playing
series.
Actually, where is this music? I haven't. Where's the music?
I'll share it with you because I always think music's kind of optional. People will maybe want to put down what they want to put down. This is what I'm currently listening to. The other one was way too hectic. The market scene was literally like trying to run a D&D session in a fucking market. It was really intense.
I lowered the volume down. That was fine.
But this one's just
The
a
Ood
guy.
one is nice.
Yeah, he's just cutting sick on an Ood in the background.
Do you have like a? I'm just wondering, maybe you could play like a text channel and just say like music, so then we know where to go to, or are you just going to dump it somewhere else?
Yeah, I will. I'll put it in.
General? Weren't we dumping it in general?
Yeah, general. Yeah, general works.
Well, the only reason I would suggest
Game
is
announcements, I guess, is the only other one.
it gets lost in general.
Yeah. Inspirational stuff is probably pretty close to. I'll put it in there because that's obviously the inspiration. Yeah. Spammed. Consider it spammed. So for anyone that's got the camera on, I apologise for me looking like an absolute piece of shit. The problem with working at
I don't even
home.
know how to.
No, I've only got your standard photo. So I've got your standard side profile, and then I've also got Hannah's standard profile in front of the helicopter plane, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Aww.
Okay, Maddie says he's still held up, so. So as it stands,
Sure, go on.
yeah, we'll just carry on, and he can jump in like later on. There's plenty of meat for the table, so yeah, we don't have Jess. I'll just let. Well, you guys are here. Yeah, so okay, we don't have Jess and we don't have Matt at the moment. I need to turn off these messengers. That's really annoying. Yeah, okay, Hannah, do you want to give us a bit of a rundown, or anyone else? Just fill in the gaps from what you can remember, and I'll add to
I need
it.
like about 20 more seconds. I had to finish reading all my notes.
Carry on my wayward son.
There'll be peace when you are done.
You meant to be reading. Read.
Okay.
All I could remember from the podcast. Oh, here we go. Excellent. 20 seconds taken.
What?
He's saying your 20 seconds are up, but in a nice way.
Oh. Okay.
I think what he really said was it's amazing. You could do it all in 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Incredible.
Apologies. Oh, well. Anyways, quick recap. So, we are in the Raj's palace. We have been here for a while now, and we have found our friend Escala. She is in a deep, deep sleep. But it doesn't look quite natural. It looks very similar to what happened to Val when he was stuck in the Shadowfell. Raj himself, though, is looking very worn out. He has said, though, he wants to help any way he can, but he needs help getting components for a wish spell. In exchange for the Prosperities people, though, he's been overlooking some going-ons, which is what's led to the sleep market getting a little bit out of control. So we are hoping that if we go south, we've got a 2-day journey to this across the Sea of Shards, we will find the necropolis, which is where we hopefully will find some bits and pieces. And apparently me and Dorful have heard of this place. It's like a huge burial grounds, and each time he sends men out there, they die. All that return. In the meantime, we were there. Everyone dies within a day of returning. Is that correct, Ian?
Yeah, well, they don't return at all.
Yes.
That's all I was going to add.
Yep. So then we heard howling from the city centre, and a lupins came and attacked us with many creatures. It was looking for the Raj, and of course we slaughtered the lot of them. Oh, so many messages.
No, his general dude got messed up bad. Like,
Yeah, no, he died.
Finger of death
just-
bad.
Yeah, he
He
wore a
just
pretty
died.
nasty spell.
Yeah.
Oh, Simon, I totally stole your monsters for my campaign.
So
Did you?
apparently Raj.
Anyway, go ahead, Hannah. Sorry.
So potentially we've got that Rain's master is in charge of the sleep markets, and that this guy has kidnapped the wife of the Raj, because she appears to have been missing for a little bit. And I've got here that the man who made a deal with the Raj is someone named Humble Sandals, with black robes and books hanging from him, and some people keep calling him Master or the Master. So the assumption is that this is Isaac. Sorry.
Rain.
Rain's master. So Raj has offered us the use of some horses and camels for our journey, but so far we need to clean up the normal markets with the Raj's assistance. And otherwise, yes, that creepy ass thing. It's in my notes. I love it. We gotta head to the necropolis with the camels, looking for the master and potentially the Raj's wife. And then a couple of people were doing some things in their downtime, like Dorful wanted to go find the cleric and talk to them. Rain was studying. Dorful's looking at schematics. And we wanted to catch up with prisoners with jobs, but I don't remember what that was. And that is all I have. Sorry, it's so higgledy-piggledy. But basically, we were headed out to the desert, the Seer Shards. That's where we were off to.
That's right. Pretty much as you leave it, that's really awesome. Hannah, you are going to get an inspiration point or thing for that, which might start to be more and more useful now as I turn it up to 10.5. The other things of note currently are obviously, yes, the general. He pretty much wore a pretty nasty spell which took him down and killed him once he alerted you. The Raj Pasha, or basically as he refers to himself just as the Pasha, he has to stay behind to protect his 2 children, wants you to find the wife, or his wife, who was missing a while ago. Currently, whilst it's not on your doorstep, you can hear a lot of panicked voices and screaming coming from the marketplace. And so, yeah, I believe you've had a couple of days to rest and recuperate. I did notice, thinking about it, and I should have said this at the beginning, some people aren't level 7. So you can either do that.
Not.
You can either do that really quickly. I mean, I really did make a thing. I think I made a thing about you guys being level 7 anyway, but I noticed.
What level? What?
Everyone's gone up to level 7 now.
Nice.
So I think I saw Isaac and Finn currently 6.
Yes.
Yep.
But that was
Should I
just
take
the-
another level in Bard or another level in Sorcerer? Wayne?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't looked at your character. I didn't build it, so I'm not even. Yeah, I'm on a wholly different place. Let me have a squid. I'll let you know in a minute.
If you're going to keep using Shape Water the way that you've been using it, then level in Bard.
I haven't done that in quite a while, man.
What level of warlock are you? Did you say warlock?
Sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
I'm
Oh.
3 for 3.
Ah, so you're a
Both.
what? Blah, blah, blah. No, okay, can't pronounce it. Ring of Bones.
Sorcerer.
An awesomer.
Assad.
Yes. That, I'm awesome.
Strong sorcerer. Interesting.
I'm in the same room as my work phone. I thought I just heard it go off. Please no.
Hey Wayne, was it the Arcana Loths that you used?
Yeah, I stole those pictures, the Egyptian ones,
Oh, cool.
and I made them fight 3 of them. And thanks to Jess, they almost had to face 6 of them.
Bless her.
So I threw 3 mummies, 3 Orcanoloth mummies. So I made them Orcanoloths with extra with undead stuff attached,
Oh yeah.
as well as 3 like stone golems, but with blood-sucking abilities.
Wow.
And then, it was meant to be a hard fight. I told them, look up your character sheets, make sure you look at all your equipment, all your potions, all your everything, and it was hard. But they got to meet Liliana after that, so yeah. And then they picked up a whole bunch of extra power, so it was cool. And a make-believe girlfriend.
That's something I'll point out as well is you guys have got a bit of an inventory happening, which I think Hannah has access to some extent.
Yes, I do have accents. I really should put a link in my thingy, my bob.
Yeah, that's probably my job as a DM, to be honest.
Nope. I've got it because we didn't really collect anything except for I guess the horses and camels, and we didn't dictate how many we were taking. Oh my god, did I delete that? How did I delete that? Name. There it is. Got it. Quartermaster's Ledger. Yep, I have it up. So I can answer any questions that ye have.
You had some lovely stuff. Yeah, so that's basically where we stand. Panic ensues outside the safe confines of the palace. It's now, as I recall, you were going to take a few days to rest. Is that right? So you stayed within the safety of the palace, or what did you do there?
So we wanted to take 2 days so Rain can get some study in, and so same with Dorful. Oh, now I remember what Prisoners with Jobs is. We wanted to go catch up with our our people. The prisoners with jobs. We wanted to go catch up with them on the boat and make sure they're not
our crew.
They're not really crew either.
Well, they're crew adjacent.
Passengers.
Unpaying passengers. But
townspeople.
Crew adjacent.
Townspeople.
I would go 4 in each. Like you just need day size. I don't know. Like I'm not seeing the bills, but it's just not in my head. But I'd probably take Sorcerer now and Bard later. Or Bard to it doesn't matter. Just take both of them to 4, and then once you've done that, stick with one of them.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll allow 1 session if you decide to change it, for next session. But next session it'll be locked in.
That's fair.
Whatever you opt for.
Wait, Simon, you had some sort of ability or item for the Baron. I can't seem to find where you posted it because I sure as hell didn't create it yet.
No. I posted that, I think, in the Facebook Messenger.
Okay, so I must have to go back, way back.
Yeah. You can...
Did you get it?
There's a quick way to search. You had, basically, if you search for Papa Legbar or Papa, it should be quite easy to find. I'll see if I can find it. One moment. Whilst you formulate a plan.
I don't have a plan. Anybody got a plan? Where are we going?
So-
Where are we actually going?
Okay.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
actually-
Sea of Shards.
Yeah, so we're going to Sea of Shards actually. There's a very big... See, it was actually Duval who did a much better summary.
Alright, let me ask you this. Do we have a map? Do we have supplies? Do we have camels? Like, we need camels, right? That's a thing.
Yeah, we've got them. The Raj is lending us camels and horses aplenty.
I wouldn't mind a Rolls Royce Phantom, but a camel will do.
I mean, how would you fuel it?
Which one?
The Rolls Royce Phantom,
Magic.
obviously.
Fat magic.
Alright, I'll give you that.
The souls of my enemies.
So, we actually...
Yep.
Yeah, Duval
also-
gave us the best summary because to start with, he agreed with Finn. And
Oh,
it
yeah,
was
gotcha.
we're going to check out the disturbance of the normal markets along with the aid of some of the Pasha's forces. So we're going to get them to come help us because, their leader's been vanquished. We may as well use them. En route to the necropolis, we're going to seek out the being responsible for the sleep markets and maybe look for signs of the Pasha's wife. She may be imprisoned for leverage still. Deal with the master. And then either travel back fast to tear down the night markets or use some sort of sending to put the Pasha's forces into play as soon as the master is out of the picture to be tearing down the night markets. It's a good summary.
Okay, very nice. I like the idea of that. So the idea was to actually go and check out the markets before you had a rest?
Normal markets. No, so we were
the
going.
normal markets.
We're gonna play it probably that two people are staying behind, and that would be Darling, Rain, and Dorful.
Sure, Aldrin can come help at the markets. Then.
Why would we leave them behind?
They're studying.
I mean, if we have 2 days to do it, I can do it across the 2 days, can't I? So I can.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just long rested my guys because
Take
we
a
leveled.
study break.
So, oof. But I think I remember what spells I was down. If we want to play as we continue with our resources drained from previously.
No, that's okay. I can work with that. That's fine. Thanks for letting me know that. That's good. So I'm going to need somebody who wants a royal guard to either speak to the Pasha to see if he can spare them, or to try and rally the guards themselves. This is going to involve some sweet talking sugar tongues.
Ooh, Papa
Oh,
Lecter.
I'm out. That's my dump stat. I'm out.
Baron, darling
That's mine.
Baron.
What do you want? What am I supposed to be doing?
Yeah, the sweet
We just
talker of
need
us.
some help.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, I mean, I am a sorcerer warlock, so yeah, sure. And cleric. I'm thinking of taking bard. I think that would be my level 7.
Oh my god. We don't need
So just
more
wanna
of
see if the-
me.
I think what I'm going to do is be a warlock 4, sorcerer 4, bard 4, cleric 4, and then I don't know. I'll have to pick another charisma character for 4, maybe.
Is there one left?
No, there's no. Paladin 4.
Oh god.
Oh, that'd be fun.
There we go.
Smites. All right,
Yeah.
so what am I supposed to be doing?
We're
It
going to have
depends.
you talk to the Baron.
Okay, I start
Or
talking
to
to
the
myself.
Pasha.
Okay,
So
Sorry.
it depends. If you want to talk to the Pasha, that will need a different role than if you want to talk to the guards to get them to give you a hand. So just let me know who you want to speak to, and either way it's going to be a persuasion roll because it's definitely going to have to be charisma based.
what am I persuading? Who and why am I? What am I doing?
Okay, as it stands,
So-
you can currently choose to just go as your current party into the markets. There was some talk of somebody wanting to have an armed escort of some of the Pasha's guards to come with you. And if that's the case, you can either choose whether you want to speak to the Pasha or whether you want to try and go around the palace and trying to sort of coerce some guards to join you.
Okay. And what would the party like me to do?
I think asking the Pasha for some assistance. I think it's in his best interests, and yeah, he's their leader. He's the guide for them. So maybe getting him to give the okay on it would be a little bit more nice. The nicer thing to do instead of just kind of rallying his troops away from him.
I feel like it's a matter of respect as well.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's go do that.
Okay, so he obviously looks as you approach him. He looks somewhat concerned. He's got he's quite a broad man, and he's got both his hands kind of still, unbeknownst to him, protectively sort of on the chests of his very scared children who are like cuddling into his robes. He sort of looks away. It was like a break in his concentration, and he sort of bows and suddenly puts on this like very well rehearsed facade, like this social mask, and he says, Mr. Samadhi, was it? How can I help, sir?
Well, my lord, we would like your permission, but also your assistance with your maybe with some of your soldiers to go to the night markets and let's call it clean house. We want to do this on behalf not only to reestablish your authority, but also to start that process of making your land, your people safer, and to stir a fire in the heart of all your subjects.
He says, you have to forgive me, I have just lost a good friend and general, but Wayne, Sammy, just make me a roll with advantage. You get advantage because you spoke to the right guy.
Yep. Sure, just bear with me for a second. Alright. Am I persuasion?
It is.
Wow. I rolled a 3 and I got +7, so I got 10. Oh wait, you said with advantage. That's true.
It is, yes.
That's better.
Much better. Okay, so he sort of looks around and he basically sees the 2 closest guards that are nearby and ushers them over, and they come and stand by him, and he sort of gestures to both of them and says, You two. He says, you are to guard these people with your very lives. They currently stand to protect this whole town. He says, do as they command, and do not disappoint me. And so you have 2 guards, of which you have at your disposal.
Are they a freebie?
They are a freetie, yes, so they are pretty badass.
So I bow to the Pasha and I say, my lord, they will do you great credit and service, and as I said before, we are going to light a fire that has not been seen in this town for a long time.
The Pasha likes your use of your words, and he says, a fire so bright that even Kossuth will see it. And he sort of nods. He says, good, go with his blessing, and I shall try and calm down my palace and bring my home to standing. And he sort of encourages you to do as you please. Is there anything else you'd like to do in the palace, or will you be moving away from this map after a month?
I think it's time to head into the normal markets and see what's going on.
I suspect we'll be back to peruse the library periodically, so but we'll see. We'll head to the markets.
Yeah, I could say you currently get the impression that maybe a lot is riding on how you behave in his city, but there's definitely a lot of potential for trade and for many other options. Very good choice in not neglecting the whole markets. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I shall be transferring you to a different map.
So...
And the crack goes wild.
It's black.
What are we actually... What are we doing
my
at the...
soul.
What are we doing at the markets? Like, what's the aim?
There was a lot of commotion we heard down there,
Yeah.
and so we're basically going to go see what the hell was going on. And this is the normal markets. We're not actually going to the night markets just yet.
That's it. So there could be like jackal wares or something down here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you meant
See?
the night markets.
It's yeah. All good, man. But, and Cam? Stop
Oh,
being
damn, I was right. Oh, shitballs.
So, hopefully you should have control over your guys. Let me just zoom that right out so it refreshes. I feel like a Roll20 DJ because I've got you guys... I've got my DM screen on one monitor and I've got what you see on the other, so I have to kind of flip between the two.
I think I need more wine for this.
So yeah, like I'm probably the most transparent DM out there. So basically, well done on not neglecting a town's full of panicked people. At least you're doing your bit. You're digging in. Good on ya. Is everyone? Hannah, are you AFK or are you around? She is
I'm here.
AFK. Oh, you're here. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so if everyone's here, basically. Was anyone staying behind? No one was going to stay behind, were they? The whole party's
unless Amath and Dorfel stayed behind for reasons for propriety.
Yeah, I'm going to safely say that they are lagging behind, but whether they're actually behind is yet to be discovered.
Let's just say they're back studying at the palace.
So I'll get...
I-
What's it, sorry?
Who's that?
Back in the office.
Yeah.
Well, Rain and Cauldron will be there if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Well,
we want.
Well, Andrew,
think
yeah.
I think it's better that the people who are the actual players who are with us might as well be with us at the markets, and those who are not can be at the palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems fair. Let me just get Colandrin for you because she is your charge.
Yeah.
You put a bit of love and attention into her.
Oh yes, I picked out all her spells for theme as well.
Nice.
See where she gets pasted. There she gets
It's
pasted.
very different.
Hey.
So she's.
I might be
she's
calling
standing
him my
next to
shadowy friend at some point as well.
you. Ah, yes. Oh, yeah. That would be the Echo. Oh. Alright. Shit. Okay. Let me. Here we go. Echo. Here we go. The Echo is
Echo.
waiting in the wings. Hopefully.
Okay, wonderful.
There it is. Alright, fantastic. Okay, so what happens is you leave the safe confines of the palace, and you almost sort of kind of there's a moment of merriment, as it were, where you kind of think, hang on, we were trying to break into this place, and they've been incredibly hospitable to you. Walking through the streets, you definitely notice that it's quite an opulent part of town, a good place to have markets, and there's an oud player cutting sick. He's just a little bit loud, and as you walk past him, you tell him to be a bit more quiet, and I turn him down. As you sort of walk into the northwest of the markets, which is like the main entrance, which is you can kind of hear a lot of commotion. I'll get everyone to roll me a perception, please.
Perception,
All right.
disgrace, for shame.
Go perception. Oh.
I see all.
It's all right. Captain Sotelo has got eyeballs.
Well, this is earballs, actually. This is more earballs. Okay. It's pretty much only, you know what I can do?
Don't think you can persuade it to be a better roll, Rain.
Look, she needs a roll. We're wizards, we're not wisdom people. I was not expecting the moon.
This surprises me.
Do you know there's a game log in D&D Beyond which actually records everyone's rolls?
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yes.
Oh, I just got an exception error. Oh.
An exception.
Whoops.
It's exceptional. Let me just grab these
I
guys.
can see that Clondrin Araba is rolling with the basic black. Black.
Ah.
And Duval loves magic missile.
Oh, how are you picking that
Oh,
up?
do
Where's
I?
that?
That's weird.
So on
Yeah,
our
that's
character
weird.
sheets, next to campaign Ring of Bones, there's a little red box, the speech bubble. You click
Oh,
on
yeah.
that and it brings up the game log.
Oh, that's really cool.
Oh, cool.
So as basically selling Captain Satella, or aka Finn, to her closest shipmates, you basically for you it's clear to hear that there is like bedlam happening. There's the clang of swords, there's shrieking, there's screaming, but you also think you can hear like snoring almost, I guess. But over the din, basically, there's a clang of swords. There's clearly some kind of affray happening. The rest of you just hear a commotion with your rolls. But Finn, you're able to very much depict, you have a much more better understanding of what's kind of happening. For a marketplace, it sounds like there should be more people than there is. And as you approach, you see a couple of people cowering under tents or hiding under stools and stands. Whatever goods they had to peddle, they're actually obviously neglected them. They're concerned for their own lives. You see down here to the south an elderly gentleman. He's lying in a pool of blood. And these people are doing a very good job of hiding. Finn, you're able to spot them, and Rain, you're also able to see the other people hiding like under the tent canopies, as it were. But the rest of you aren't really fully aware of them. You can hear a commotion coming from like the center. I'd assume that all of you, because it's daylight, all of you could see this. And what you basically see is the tail end of a couple of jackal wares taking on some citizens. The citizens have a sword of some kind, and one looks like it could be a guard. What would you like to do from that position?
All right, I'm sitting back and definitely taking mark of what Captain Satella is able to hear because I rolled terribly.
Okay, so I'm gonna basically like throw my arms out to make sure people don't move any further, and point out to them that there is some dead people around. We have some people in fear, and then weirdly, we have some people snoring. But the main commotion is coming from the center. I know it's never what we want to do. But shall we split into two and head towards the noise?
Duval's gonna nod and unholster his brand new shiny silvered glaive and just nod rather fervently.
So eager.
I'm not one for being very stealthy, so I'm happy to take the front of the charge.
Alrighty, so we have Devalin. Baron?
Yeah, as long as we can get there at the same time.
What if Qualdron and I go with one group with a frontliner, and then Baron, maybe you can have the two guards as your frontliner? I don't know. We should split our abilities.
Well, we're still taking on the enemy, right?
Yes, but just so our groups are balanced.
Sure. I shall take the two Fritius, and the rest of you can go together.
How far does this
Right.
go? Oh, that's 30 feet. Cool.
Okay, so put yourself into some kind of marching order or plan. It's not
Alright.
quite
So,
at a point where you can do initiative quite yet, because obviously there's still some distance, believe it or not.
sure. Okay, Duval's gonna shimmy forward and start creating a bit of a frontier. Maybe if he's got the perception to do so, maybe start heading down towards this direction here to start cutting in on a rather direct course to catch a bit of attention.
Alright, I will head, I guess, follow. I'd rather go north, to be honest.
Well,
That's alright.
So the Baron's also going north, but am I going the long way around? Is that the aim?
Yeah, Rain. Dearest darling Rain.
Yes.
Are you right with you and your companion to follow Duval? And we'll
Absolutely.
take one guard, and you can take the other.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I can move him!
Yes, you have control of
Sounds
the
good.
guards. I think I can share their stats. Like, these guys are gonna make your. Hang on, let me not say it as a DM. These guys are pretty tough. So that's okay. Let me just change the share there.
Are they just standard efforts or are they modified ones?
I didn't have time to modify them. It's all right. I've got plans. in
No, I
place.
just mean that we should be able to access them from D&D Beyond.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. They're standard. I've shared the link just down here. It's the
Just
chat.
before we do head around, I'm just gonna discreetly point out to Rain that there is someone who looks to be quite dead the way they're going.
So yes, as let's see, as you currently stand, what happens is the Afriti, Duval, and Rain and his companion walk past the dead old man. He's basically been torn apart. There's just it's easy. Like if you don't need to be like a private investigator to know that this is like slashing damage to the 9th degree. He's basically been disemboweled and there's still fresh pool of blood emanating from him. What's very interesting to you, Finn, is to your north up here. You're able to see a guy, and he's just slumped forwards, and for a minute you think, oh, hang on, is he dead? But then you can see that he is breathing. And snoring very heavily, and that's possibly the person that you saw like slumped over, like sitting down up against one of the carts. Baron Samedi, as you position yourself there, I would say you probably can't quite get there because your reflexes, especially being from Chult, would stop you in your tracks here. What you see is a person that looks like they basically have a multitude of cages and pens with a variety of sort of like a menagerie of different exotic looking animals. What sort of catches your attention is almost all the creatures, like small parrots, parakeets, are all asleep, but she is dead and slumped forwards in a sleeping position, but she is bleeding out and looks like she's not long for this realm. What stops you in your tracks is that there is a sleeping velociraptor on a rope, just in some straw. It looks like a pretty miserable existence for most of these creatures, but yeah, for just a moment, the velociraptor makes you stop in your tracks as you sort of get those danger instincts, and you're like, hang on, this could be bad. If you're going to want to pass it or close by it, we'll need a stealth. Otherwise, feel free to stomp past.
Alright, so first things first, I'm going to cast Spare the Dying on the girl there, if she's still alive. If she's still, because you indicating that she's actually dying but not dead.
Yeah, she is dying, yeah.
Well, Spare the Dying should stabilize us. That's a cantrip.
Okay, very nice. That actually stops her from bleeding out.
And the
she
next-
is unconscious.
And then the next thing I will do is In relation to the Velociraptor, I'm not walking past it, and I'm not I'm walking right up to it, looking at it, and then I'm going to beguile it. Animal.
You're gonna do what?
Right. Make a wisdom saving throw, DC 15.
Make a wisdom saving throw. Alright. Alright.
Velociraptor saving throw. So, like, if he passes, then he's going to assume that to chomp me. But otherwise, if he doesn't, then he's mine.
Okay. DC, what was the save, sorry?
15.
Oh, that's pretty up there. Wisdom.
Indeed.
Oh, he rolls a 17.
Wow. Alright, well, I guess I'm there, so he gets to chomp.
Well, no, it's on a rope, so that's what made you sort of stop. So, you basically bring it round, do you, with your magic? It looks incredibly groggy and very docile.
Well, that was my... Yeah. No, it would be nice if it worked. Oh, well.
Okay, so as you come closer, I'll get you all to roll initiative, but just give me a sec just to get the tracker happening. Fuck, man, I've got to find it.
No worries.
Oh,
Just remember,
sorry.
everybody's hit points have gone
Duval's
up.
just going to move. Oh, yeah. That should be 54. Hang on.
Oh my god.
Duval's just going to scoot past this old guy and tell him to get out of the way. Maybe head back the way that we came.
Okay, that's the... Which guy, sorry? Ping in for me.
Just over here, who's kind of one of the hidden ones. Just kind of shoo him back with a hand before things go down.
He's quite a lean-looking merchant. For him, he's in two minds as to whether to run or whether to help. It's like you get the impression that obviously the people that are involved in this battle ahead of you is obviously his companions. He has a good rapport with them, and he's like in two minds. One minute he's like looking for a weapon, and the next minute he's kind of cowering away. But what is it you're asking him to do? What did you ask him to do? Sorry, Duval?
Yeah, Duval's just going to kind of just motion him to move back.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he starts to sort of slink back. At this point, I'll get you to roll initiative for me, please.
Oh,
Oliver?
right.
Yeah, it's just gonna make a little bit easier. Wow, look at the Velociraptor kicking ass. I've got so many pages open.
How many screens do you have?
I've got 2 screens and a lot of pages. Initiative.
Simon, I think one of the things we would ask is that the Ifritis go invisible.
Yeah, very well. I would say most of you have a rudimentary understanding of Ifritis, especially obviously Finn. Finn, whatever you see there is what you can ask them to do. Like, you know, that they perform. Did that Ifriti come through? Right, so they both act on a 2. Who else is in play? Okay, we've got...
Wait, am I the only one who can move him?
No, it should be movable by everyone.
Oh, okay, reassured.
Yeah, I can move him.
And I'm just making this nice and easy, so I've got a lot of dice to click off. Sweet! Alright, let me put that in order for you. Sending. Okay, so top of the list, we've got Duval. You're basically leading the charge. You're on point. You have through the from your position down south here, you can see 2 very scared-looking children trying to hide in an alleyway. They have that look on their face where it looks like anything to startle them might make them scream. I'm letting you know that tactically, because it could work against you or for you.
Right.
But they look frozen, with fear. But they look like potential. You could either save them or do as you wish. Anyway, 2 kids, a bit scared down there.
Yeah.
From your line of sight,
That's part of Duval's MO.
Oh right, yes, that's it. Yeah, is this something
He
you
definitely
clocked?
wants those. It's something that he wants those kids to be saved. Now that he's aware of them, he's going to look over his shoulder to the guy who's questioning whether or not to do something, and just kind of point towards the children, and then point towards the palace to kind of mention the get them out of here.
Okay, very well. He nods and sort of seems to pluck some courage from somewhere, but obviously being turn-based, he doesn't move this round. From your position as well, you're able to see a Jackalware taking on what looks to be like a very salty-looking sailor or a pirate of some kind, and he seems to be outmatched by 2 Jackalwares, one of which is keeping him busy by lashing out at him. The other one seems to be trying to do something.
Nice. All right. So with Duval spending a bit of time within the libraries of the Pasha, he's picked up another level in wizardry, but now he has the ability to do some battle magic, which is going to be kind of fun. Hence why he's rolled a bit better on his initiative. So, with glaive drawn, he's just going to cross the distance, 5, 10, 15, maybe to here to take up 20. And with his reach, actually before he attacks through to the Jackalware here, he's just going to use a bonus action to pop in his Echo right here.
Very well. Now, can you tell me how many hit points does your Echo have, please?
1.
Oh, okay, sure. No, that's easy.
Yeah, but it's got a lot of resistances, so
It does.
Right,
He's pretty good on his AC, but it'll always take a bonus action to come back.
Hopefully everyone should be able to see that. Save settings. There we go. Can you see that? Yes, you can. Fantastic. All right, very nice.
All right.
Unless there's any bonus action, or what have you? Or is that bonus
no,
action?
that was the bonus action. He's just got his action now, so he's going to attack the first Jackalware here with Booming Blade. So hopefully the first one hits. Where have you gone? There you are. So that is a 17 to hit for the first hit, which is hoping connects.
Oh, that very much connects. Yeah. Within a few inches, you're able to hit true, and you definitely got its attention. Whilst it was trying to lay into the sailor, it spins round and sort of, all you're really aware, like your primal instincts during the affray of battle, is basically fur and fangs and saliva as it spins round to sort of engage with you. You're doing...
Okay.
How many points?
So as that one hits, so all up, it is 17 points. It's whether or not it moves on its next attack, if it takes the extra 10. So yes, only the 14 in total for now. Oh, sorry, 16 in total for now.
16, okay. You basically cleave into this creature as it spins around, and you get a very nice cut into it. Basically, what was once just a furry body suddenly becomes this. The skin just splits open, and all this sort of sinuous muscle is very much exposed, and it's those few milliseconds before you know that there's just going to be a gush of blood. It's standing, but you don't know for how long.
Nice. And then comes the second attack from behind it with the Echo.
Okay.
So again, Silvered Glaive, and that is a 22 to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay, that's only 11 points of slashing damage. And silvered slashing damage, that is.
Okay, so it goes down like a sack of jackal-ware potatoes. And how do you want to do this?
Okay, so as that first slash kind of rakes down and opens the jackalware up, the echo just spears it from the back and just kind of pilfers right through the middle of its mass and pulls back. Now it's sitting there just pretty much as pretty bait for the rest of the forces there. That ends that turn altogether. He's done.
Very nice. Okay, that would move us on to Finn. That was some very serious damage done there.
Yeah, that hit hard.
So Finn's going to keep moving around to try and come around further around the back. So 1, 2, 3, 6. To be honest, Finn then does get totally and utterly distracted by Velociraptor! The DM is yet again feeding into Finn's love for animals. As a result, I am going to cast. We established it was awake, didn't we?
It is awake. It's just a bit groggy at the moment.
Okay. So I'm going to cast Speak with Animals.
Righto. Is that a roll, or does it just happen? Do I have to oppose it?
Nope.
You're very close to it.
Nope. Do not at all. It's a ritual spell.
A ritual?
So, yeah. Does that mean I need to do it ahead of time?
I think you would need 11 minutes to cast that as a ritual. But I think you can still fire it off as a spell.
Yeah, you'd have to cast it as a spell. You wouldn't be using the ritual part of it. You'd just be casting a normal spell using up a spell slot.
Nope. I've cast it. And I'm basically going to talk to it and ask, how did it get in this predicament? What awful things have the people done to it?
Its internal voice is incredibly dour and a little bit drowsy. You get the impression perhaps that even for a creature that's just woken up, perhaps there's some sort of drugs involved to keep it docile. You can only really speculate, but it seems perhaps at the moment a bit more docile than perhaps even it should be, given your experience with magic sleep. It's relays to you almost like a tale or senses. So it's like, it says things to you like experienced pain, no family, had to run, captured, no legs, or very obscure things that basically paint the picture that it was like hunted down and captured and brought to these shores, perhaps by the Beastmaster, but that's what it sort of says. It basically goes on to explain in those 3 seconds that's its story, and that's how it finds itself there.
It breaks my heart just ever so slightly.
Oh, Captain Compassion.
Yeah. So I'm then going to just get to, and bonus action, I can just Misty Step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Around to here.
Okay, fantastic. That brings us to the Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, that was all for now.
Hey, wicked shit. That's very good. So yes, I would say, given that you have a connection with the Velociraptor, it's definitely intrigued by you, and it, whilst docile, still keeps a beady little lizard eye on the Baron. More so for not trusting humanoids. Okay, it is the Velociraptor's turn. It basically starts to become aware of its surroundings and seems to sort of get its shit together, basically, for want of a better word, and starts to try and pull and shake and gnaw at the rope that's holding it down. That's its turn. Now, probably through the affray, none of you can get a real good eye of what's happening here. But basically, the Finn, as you move, you see this guy here is kind of engaged heavily and losing quite badly against 3 jackal wares. He just suddenly drops down dead. Like he literally, like in all the good movies, his veins kind of raise to the surface and they're black. A gold tear sort of pours out of his from his eye, and his skin is incredibly withdrawn. And he basically collapses onto the floor and instantly looks like a withered, kind of desiccated corpse. And that would be Rain's turn.
Rain will advance his 30 feet. So, is there any civilian in immediate danger? Like this fellow? What's his go?
Immediate danger? Yes, the Jackalware next to Duval's Echo could indeed be a potential threat. And as I mentioned, you walk past 2 terrified children down this way.
I call out to them and say, "It's safe behind me, get to cover." And then point at the center of these jackalwares and shoot off a fireball.
Alright.
I will sculpt the fireball to not target the civilian or the echo. So it's just sort of a 20 by 20, it'll hit all of them, basically.
Okay.
Although I don't know Finn is there, so if it includes... Oh, she's behind cover, so I don't know if she's got total cover behind a fireball. But, potentially.
Okay, make the... it's like, I guess you wouldn't really know Finn's there, no.
Yeah.
But would Finn be able to see a fireball hurtling at her and make an attempt to duck?
Well, that's what the dex save is all about.
Oh, good.
Do you have absorb elements as a spell?
No.
Then
I looked at it and no.
oh well then no.
I can't
There
duck.
we go.
Do I? I
Oh,
don't
who
have
knows?
a
Might have full cover. Hello, Matt.
Maddie?
Hey,
Flash, Matt.
I realized while I'm on my way home, I can actually jump into the Discord chat from my phone.
Oh, cool. Oh, that's good.
Do I have the absorb element still? I'm trying to get my character sheet.
Doesn't matter, you're nowhere near this shit.
Okay, never mind then.
You don't seem to have it. Catapult, shield, thunderwave.
Well, it depends what cover she's got. So, if she might get a +2 or +5 or whatever, or she might be blocked entirely, but she would be in the area.
Fireball is not one of the forgiving spells. It spreads around.
Yeah, exactly. That's the problem.
I made the save.
You did. Bravo.
Okay,
half the damage.
as...
So be it.
Let's see, where are you standing? Oh, you're back there. Okay, as you go to hurtle your fireball, I'm just trying to get my head around what all these spells do. Otherwise, there's no point having these baddies if you can't use those spells.
Are you looking for counter spell?
Yes. Can I
Well,
cast
he would
a spell?
need to see me. So
Yeah.
no.
It's got to see. It's got to
yeah.
see and be within 60 feet. If you can't see him, you can't counterspell it.
Okay. Yeah, well, in that case, then it goes off. So that I guess I'm going to have to roll for dexterity. We'll just do all of them. It is the dex save of what, sorry?
15.
Okay, well that's a 19, so I roll them all at the same time, so they're actually all quite sprightly. Imagine all these like jackalwares to suddenly go, ah! I'm not going to do that because that just isn't very realistic. As a DM, I'm going to split them into 2 groups. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 jackalwares. This is for the lower part of the group. They would have less opportunity. Oh man, yeah, no. They, even with the rolls, the dice are in their favour. They all seem to like jump out of the way, mind you. Something out of your line of sight still has to make its save. Hang on. No, it doesn't. Yeah, so it cops quite a hefty bit of fireball, and seems to be immolated quite nicely there. How much damage is that? Sorry, because I seem to be getting quite a lot of doubles.
26 full, 13 for half, if they pass.
Right.
Your child is resistant, so he'll only take half, even though he failed.
Right. So that's 13. Nice. Alright, beautiful. Baron, that would be your turn.
Alright, well, I'm going to walk past the Velociraptor and ignore him now that he's just passed my save. So, 1, 2, he can take an attack opportunity if he wants to. 3.
No, it doesn't.
4, 5. Oh, look! There's a smoky what's-your-face.
10.
6. I'm assuming I can't see anybody. Can I see anybody where I am?
I'll just kill all these guys that are just basically goners. Oh, actually, so how much damage was it there, Rain? Was your fireball?
26 or
26.
13.
Oh, man.
26 or 13.
26.
They're all gone. Yeah, that fireball pretty much ends it, doesn't it? Okay, nice. Yeah, so Baron, as you walk around the corner to your, which will probably be just about your left now, you see a very startled, scared old man. He's kind of carrying, he's dressed in very fine clothes, and he's trying desperately not to be seen, but obviously, given his age, he hasn't been able to escape the markets. Over in this corner again, you see some, it's basically this time it's a frightened mother and a frightened child, and they're both kind of frozen with fear as to what to do. What would you like to do?
What can I see from where I am? Can I actually see an enemy?
See an
I
enemy?
mean, I saw a fireball go off, but I'm looking for an enemy, something I consider threatening. So 3 scared people I don't consider threatening. What? Basically, can I see the child of one?
Child of Wepwawet.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You, I would say, finished the smoke so very badly. Yeah. Like it's not a, like you wouldn't want to shoot a bow and arrow at it, but you reckon you can concentrate a spell, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that's fine. 60 foot. Alright, so what do we got? What are our options? Alright, I will summon a mote of black, sorry, like a green-black bolt of energy, and I will throw it at it. And I call it Black Mamba's Guiding Bolt.
Okay.
And I hit armor class 20.
It will
Oh, nice.
counterspell that one.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine. That is his choice. So he counterspells it.
And yeah.
And okay, so that is it. That is my actions. I'm done.
Okay, that brings us to the jackal wares, which, you know, you might think, oh, there's
Smell
no
like
jackal
burnt
wares.
dog.
What, let's say, just quickly, I know this is not very orthodox to do this, but everyone just roll me perception with disadvantage.
Oh, damn. Like I need a disadvantage.
How do I disadvantage?
How do we do
Control.
disadvantage?
Control.
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 Obviously,
Twelve's
I'm
not bad.
still smoking and really focused on, batting down my clothes.
Sometimes
Is it
smoke gets in
a-
your eyes.
So I can't roll into the chat, but I got a 16.
No, we can. Matt, we can actually see your rolls. You know that, right?
Oh, really? That's fucking cool. I'm rolling from my phone while I'm walking back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you rolled
yeah.
a 16. You rolled a 16, man.
Ah,
How?
But
And you
Where
got to
are you
roll it.
looking?
back in the log.
Ah,
You got to roll again, Matt.
Did
That's
you
with
be on-
disadvantage. Oh,
yeah, my
you,
first one was 19. I got a
yeah,
16
19,
afterwards.
16. Yeah, yep. We can see both rolls. And you rolled it with the basic
Ah,
black
awesome.
dice.
Yep,
you're a
I did.
basic dude.
Very nice. Okay, so basically, given the affray and the fact...
Sorry, say again, Matt.
How do you see which dice I roll with?
Get to
It's
a
in the-
computer and we'll tell you.
Yeah. Look, Matt, I don't want to alarm you, but when you were asleep a few nights ago, we installed cameras in your teeth.
The Baron
Like,
is
they're
now
not-
revealing fetishes we did not know he had.
Tooth camera
First
fetish.
time, probably won't be the last.
I mean, watching people eat to a whole new level.
Oh, that's why you take somebody else's teeth.
Look, I've got someone I work with, and possibly who I'm married to, who likes to watch videos of people having their blackheads squeezed and shit coming out of their skin.
Oh, man.
I love that. That's awesome.
Oh.
That's a normal thing.
I love those
Yeah.
videos. That's pretty cool. It's also
Oh,
really
like, I don't-
satisfying when you do it yourself.
I know
That's
it's the
right.
whole
It's like-
thing,
it
but I can't get behind that.
It was I was grossed out. It was this one dude in, I don't know, Vietnam or something, and his entire face he was basically one giant blackhead. There's no other way of putting it. Because they were just squeezing worm things out of his pores, his entire face.
Wow. Poor guy. What does he work in a coal mine or something?
I don't know,
It sounds like
but
something
it
Simon
was
came up with.
just disgusting. Ugh.
I like Dr. Pimple Popper.
She's
Tell
a
me
good-
that's not a thing.
What was that?
Yeah, she's a dermatologist in the US. And she has a YouTube channel more to educate people
Wow.
I thought
on
Simon
the whole,
called
on the
it
whole process.
inspired, like,
Oh, well, I won't be
quite
watching that.
I'll send you links.
Squeezing
next
blackhead.
thing we know,
Oh,
we've
yeah.
got,
All right.
humans going to us, mushrooms go out in their face, like, oh, why do you guys all seem to be really in sync?
But when they zoom in so close, and when they pull it out, it's like it's worms. It's like they're popping worms out of a person's body, but it's actual what do you call it? What is it? It's oil, right? Or is it
Or- yeah,
Oil and
It's a
dirt.
lot of things.
ugh.
Skin cells. Coal.
Oh.
I mean, to derail the
Crude oil.
conversation down this road, this is fucking...
All right. So basically, getting back to the jackal wares, whilst all of you are quite distracted by the battle, it is only really Baron Samedi who's able to hear some more sort of yipping and yammering and kind of excited yelping, kind of echoing through the tight corridors. With your roll, you're able to kind of not necessarily pinpoint it, but it's definitely coming from the south.
I'll shout it out. There are more enemies to the south.
Get to the chopper!
Get to the chopper! Get to the chopper!
That brings us to Qualandrin. What would you like to do, Qualandrin?
will advance her 30 feet. Probably doesn't give the children a second glance. I like to think she goes, I have noticed that humans like to keep dogs. They seem useful only for eating things that will kill them and for producing urine. But unlike children, they can at least bite. She still can't see the enemy, but she knows that there's something down south. So she will. Oh, hang on. I think I have to see that one. I think I pressed that accidentally. She will throw out a hypnotic pattern out there. Why not? Actually, no, she will do she will do a tidal wave, because she can aim that. It can be up to 30 feet long and 10 feet wide, so she can just fill that corridor with a tidal wave.
Alright.
I was going to do a hypnotic pattern, but I realized, it's resistant to magic. That'll be pointless.
Let's just throw half an Olympic swimming pool at somebody instead.
So, dex of 14.
I'm throwing up in my mouth right now.
Oh no.
Oh. Dr. Pimple Popper is a mood.
Click the link. You click the link.
That sounded incredibly
Cheers, man.
real.
You're an
Is-
evil person.
Love you too.
16, I believe, is a save. It manages to sort of dive back and almost like bounce from one wall to the other. It would be cool if it was a human doing parkour, but it isn't. It's actually a terrifying undead, tall, gigantic, scary, wolf-headed looking thing. So it kind of goes bound, and recoils backwards somewhat. I can't move it on this turn, I don't think. I'm a little rusty.
It will take just half that and 10 bludgeoning damage then.
Okay. So, that's bludgeoning damage, is it?
Yes.
Alright. It's still, basically, despite its athletic feat, it still cops a bit of a beating. It's not as much as you've seen happen in the past, but it's definitely still a little bit agitated and obviously alerted now to your location. Is there anything else Calandrin would like to do?
No. Sheikah doesn't have any bonus action stuff.
Okay, it's tank time. The Ifritis, I guess, they're still at the back. So what would you like them to do? I guess and if you can't decide, then I'll pick the worst one and make them do that. Ha! No. What would you like them both to do? They act at the same time because in the interest of speeding shit up.
Charge, I would imagine.
Yeah, pull them forward.
Hey. Ifritis fly 60
flame.
foot.
Oh, wow. That'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
Can I vote that they both get to and hurl some flame from the air? Then?
So, yep, so they're currently, I don't know whether they can hover, but they're definitely flying. Let's get rid of some of these dead guys, because that's going to make things a little easier. There's a lot of dead guys. You did very well. And you want the other Efreeti to do the same?
Unless anyone objects.
So
Sorry, what did they do? What
They
do
fly
do?
60 foot.
And
Oh, let's
And
do that.
then they're either going to attack with a scimitar or they're going to hurl flame, and I voted for hurl flame twice, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
their multi-attack.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll get the Efreeti Hell Flame. Range spell attack +7. They both roll. It has to make a 18, which hits. So the 18 hits, and it takes
8. It takes 8 points of damage.
Yeah. My maths is.
Yeah. And the other one misses.
Okay. You're smashing him up a bit there. He cops a punishment by fire. But is standing pretty strong. Starting to look around, very panicked. Is there anything else, bonus action you'd like the Efreetis to do as a group? There's not really much they can do, I don't think, is there?
Yeah, I don't think they've really got a heck of a lot.
Did pretty well though. They're pretty tough bastards, and you definitely threw in some nasty fire there. This brings us to Duval, back to the top of the list.
All right, things are getting crammed quick.
Am I?
Could
anywhere
I get
nearby,
an
or am I-
idea?
Dorful, yeah, I can roll you in. Right. You want to roll your self-initiative, yeah?
Yep. Or.
We'll just put him at the end.
No, just let him roll.
That'll work.
Even if you roll, we can see.
You
We
can
can
roll,
see.
and you come in on this one, yeah.
Find it in the
It says initiative. Click on that.
Yeah, but the app is weird. Oh, there it
The
is.
app is not that friendly, yeah.
21.
Nice. Right. The math's coming in as well.
21.
Alright, so we're going to get a bit busy. So Duval still goes first, but we will have Dorful takes precedence because he's actually here, and Amarth will follow afterwards. Let me just organise that so it's all pretty like.
I am like 2 minutes away from walking to my desk.
I think you're doing really well, mate.
Out of the mind.
Alright, so yeah, if it's theatre of the mind, I'll get a bit more descriptive as well then. So we're currently faced with Duval. Duval has seen two very frightened children hiding down an alleyway under some Kosothian bunting, not really knowing what to do. They look like they're about to freak out, potentially scream or cry. As of yet, no peep from them. You've got, let's see, you have just come in a little bit late to the top northwest of the map, next to what seems to be like a larger trade building, or perhaps a temple of some kind. You're walking beside Amarth, or should I say running, because obviously you're catching up. You're some distance away, but currently we are on Duval. So you get to see what Duval is doing. Duval, my friend, what would you like to do?
All right. So looking at, just wondering, this structure in front of me, everything's getting pretty crammed, and we've got some big tanks coming through the front. I'm wondering, with an athletics check, to try and vault this little market stall here and over onto these stairs, basically to either, I'm guessing this is some sort of roof, if I could either climb onto or curl around the back of to start doing a bit of sneaky bit of flanking.
Okay, so as it stands, looking in front of you, you have these barrels here, and they're just 5 foot high. They actually continue underneath this tarpaulin or this canopy. You do find that you should be able to use the barrel to prop yourself up onto the wall, which is about 10 or 15 foot. So with the barrel, you should be able to make the climb. So that's 15 foot of your movement. Obviously 5 foot across the steps, and then the wall is currently another 15 foot. So if you've got some exquisite athletics or movement, then you may just be able to make it to the point, literally hanging off of the corner of the building there.
Okay. Do I do it, or do I just dive in? 5, 10, 15. Okay, let's do it this way instead. Duval himself is just going to kind of continue through and just take up position kind of here next to this palm. And I think he's just going to hold an action. Actually, he's not going to hold an action because he's going to send his echo into point blank range with the Child of Wepwawet. 10, 15, 20. And he's going to go ahead and make his 2 attacks.
Okay.
Let's see how this goes. So the first one is a 22, if that hits.
That does hit.
Okay, so that's a 12 points of slashing silvered damage. And the second one being, another good roll, a 23, which I think would probably hit as well. And that's only 9 points. Oh, actually... that's fine. That's fine.
And that's
was him.
9 points.
9 points of damage, yes. Slashing.
Okay, it's finally sees its quarry and begins to sort of look around as two of Fritty's sort of like, you imagine these great big hulking red djinn-like guys just launch into the air like a hero lunge, knee up and everything, pretty much like the pictures show, and they are hovering and flying above. He feels a little bit sort of threatened and seeing this strange sort of ethereal echo kind of appear and engage it. It's suddenly from what was like a malicious kind of jackal-like lupine kind of a grin has now become more of a concerned, concentrating kind of a look on its sharp teeth. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it. The canary is in the cage.
Right, that brings us to Finn.
That was an accident, sorry, I was trying to look at something. But I do want to cast it, and I was actually going to inquire whether I can see that lovely gentleman there.
The lovely gentleman. Like I said...
The echo.
You can see the echo. Oof, God. Given you take up that much space, and it takes up that much space, like, token for token, yes, you can... Like I said to the Baron, you wouldn't want to fire an arrow, but you can see it, technically, so, yeah.
Wouldn't want to fire an arrow, but sending a ball of energy towards it?
Yep, that can manifest and be done.
Alrighties. Apparently, I got a psychic damage type. Apparently that's what the table rolled, so we're going to stick with it. And... Dun, 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 dun. So then we've got... Yeah, that does not hit, does it?
An 8 does not hit, I'm afraid.
That is such a terribly low roll. Okay. So yes, I've basically attempted to throw a ball of energy at it, and it has missed entirely. Because sadly, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles.
So the is it like an electrical energy, or like this concentrated orb of energy goes hurtling towards the Child of Wepwawet, and it nimbly again seems to sort of lunge into the wall, its claws embed into the brickwork just for a moment as it then flips 180 around the trajectory of the orb and lands back down, its claws and standing in like a werewolf, I suppose, ready for action again. It's basically moves us onto a Marth, unless there's anything else you'd like to do.
Yes, I'm going to turn to the Baron because he's right beside me. Just clap him on the shoulder and be like, "It's all up to you," and give him bardic inspiration. That's 1d6.
Thank you. I'm also going quite later in the round. All right.
Awesome.
You got it for
okay.
10 minutes and you can use it for anything.
Excellent.
Right.
Thank you.
That on the Baron. He is going to get. There you go. You get a little love heart to show that you've got bardic inspiration, just in case we forget. Okay, so that would bring us to Amarth. She comes. She looks at Dorfel and she says, "We must hurry." That was me trying to do a female voice. Terrible. And she basically.
Do it again.
Where is she? Because I just think she's got a teleport of some kind, isn't she? Spells.
She's got Misty Step. It's a bonus action.
Yeah. So basically, she comes 30 foot, then basically lands, bamps next to Rain, and sort of planning her, her descent or her appearance. She sort of looks at him up and down, and she nods and she says, "I hope I'm not too late."
A magician's gift.
The Velociraptor is still concerning itself with the rope. And that brings us to the Child of Wepwawet. Oh dear. Basically, you see it put. So what it is it's lupine features sort of lull you into this sense of just thinking that it's a beast, but then suddenly it just puts this very controlled sort of animated hand gesture to its temple, and whilst you hear nothing or feel nothing, you get the impression that it was obviously a purposeful maneuver, and perhaps it's making contact of some description. Anyone with psionic powers would be able to work that out. It basically such a selection of wonderful things. So it has used its finger of death. It's
Chain
going to.
Chain lightning looks nice.
Well, yeah, but that's. Is that what level of that? Oh, it's a 7. Yeah, it's got one slot of that.
6, because it's used to 7th.
Yeah. So it will cast Chain Lightning.
So it picks one target, it hits it with the lightning, and then it branches out to 3 other targets.
Does it need sight?
It arcs towards a target of your choice that you can see within range, then leaps from that target to as many as 3 other targets, each of which must be within 30 feet of the first. Doesn't really say it has to be, but I mean there are. He can see 3 things. I think he can see. In fact, he can see me. He can see Finn. He can see the 2 Afriti. He can see the Echo. I think he might know Deval. He can see Deval behind the tree, so he can pretty much get anybody. The only people who can't get is Rain and Amarth.
Yeah.
So he is going to cast that at the Afriti, this one over here, and it's obviously not at the full 60 foot in the air or whatever it can fly at, because it's coming down to engage. So it basically fires the electricity out. Oh shit! Out this way. I can't do it, but basically fires that towards the Afriti, and then it encourages the chain lightning to then pass through Finn and the Baron.
Can also hit the other Afriti as well.
Can it hit 4 people? Can it? I'm just looking.
It hits one target and then branches out to 3 other targets.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So 4 altogether.
Yeah, so that is what it does. So it goes for Afriti number 1, Afriti number 2, because they've got a shit ton of hit points, Finn, and the Baron. I need you all to make dexterity save for me, please.
I can throw one up for the Afriti.
Yep, sure. I was about to do it, but that's cool.
Oh no. Should have given myself inspiration.
That's a good save, Afriti.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I don't even think inspiration would help me.
What? Just use it, man.
Yeah, I don't believe it will actually work, though, is what I'm saying. The DC is going to be... Yeah, nah. I don't... Yeah, nah. I'm fucked. Even a 6 wouldn't do it. I don't think a 7 would do it. I don't think... Yeah. It's going to be like in the 18, 19 range.
Oh,
Ooh.
fuck.
One a freaky good, one bad.
So,
Wow. Yeah. Well, Finn goes down like a sack of potatoes.
Jesus. Yeah, down, out for the count. If it was any higher, I'd be dead.
Oh my god.
and both the Afriti's reel, and scowl as they basically shrug off, which is a horrendous amount of hit points. But I think they take full amount. They don't have an immunity to that. You do have an inspiration point, Finn. Whether that can be used.
What's that gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what a DM's inspiration is.
What's the advantage? I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I guess I can give it another go, but...
Yeah.
Oh!
You
Nice.
see?
Well
that,
done.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, let's just pause everything. That is why you write notes and you do a lovely recap at the start of every single session. Thank you, Hannah. That's amazing.
Oh, so happy. I'll put it through.
Death saves.
So that puts you on, what, 5 hit points?
Yep.
Wait, why? Do I take half?
Yeah, you still
You
take...
still
You
take
still,
half.
you still take 22.
Okay, I gotta do maths.
Or 6 hit points. It's in 6.
Yeah, 6, you're correct.
Okay. So yeah, everyone takes a little bit of a tickle from the chain lightning as it comes basically blasting out of the creature. You notice that it kind of moves around, sidling around the Duval's echo, and that is its turn currently. Rain, what would you like to do? Oh, hang on. We haven't had. We haven't really had Dorful. Dorful, you're not in the list. Did you click on your character?
Because he can't. He's on his phone.
My bad. Okay, my bad.
No, I'm now loading fucking Roll20. It's just taking a second.
Have you copied his token across into the screen?
Yeah, he's top left at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
I don't have to add him to the...
Matt, just be aware that we're all 7th level, so I leveled up your character to 7, but I didn't do anything else with it.
Oh, thank you.
But I
will
don't think
take
you're getting
a very quick look at.
I think you get an ability, but I didn't see you getting anything else new, which was weird. But anyway.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything crazy at 7th level for an artificer. Maybe like an extra spell slot or something. Oh, that's the Iron Bear campaign. Come on.
Okay, I'll quickly add you there, Dorful, just to get you in the initiative there.
Thank you very much.
And
Oh, why do I only have 20 for AC? That seems low.
what did you roll? 21, wasn't it, for your...
No, for my initiative? Yep. No, I was
Yeah.
saying, why do I only have 20 for my armor class? That seems low. It's usually higher. Yeah, sorry, my usual link keeps taking me to Cam's campaign. There we go. Bring a bonus.
Ignore the turn order. So we did Duval, we did Finn, Velociraptor, Rain. We'll do Rain, and then we'll come to you, Dorful, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything's just loading up now. Excellent. Here we go. I can
Okay.
see what's happening.
Rain, my friend, what would you like to do?
He will have to move 30 feet. So if he goes there, will he see the thing?
Yes, because it's leaves and not
Yep.
a branch. Yes, clear line of sight there, I'd say. As you do that, what you do become aware is that these guys are backing off, and obviously he's dead. This guy's trying to run away.
I shall. I will throw a magic missile at him.
Nice. That hits for how much?
I will do a 3rd level magic missile. Why not? Let's see.
Sorry to that, Wayne, not everyone.
Sorry, so again?
14.
Sorry, I was trying to send that to you, not everybody.
Sorry, I still can't hear you. Something me. Simon,
Yes.
your dude is either going to shield or counterspell.
As this comes towards him, he is going to. Well, it's an
Shield
automatic hit, isn't it? So shield is irrelevant.
Well, no, shield.
Oh, yes, it does. Yeah. Okay, yeah, he uses shield.
Shield is the bane.
Shield kills magic missiles.
Yeah.
It does.
It
It's
is.
like the one awesome thing it's good at.
Which is fine. Because then.
Just
React.
the way he's used his
But that's
reaction.
magic missile. That's not fireball.
So he's got to decide
Soak
whether or
up
not
their
it's worth.
shield.
Yeah, it's got to decide whether or not it's worth taking magic missile damage versus whatever else might be coming.
Yeah, it's gonna wear it. It's gonna dismiss the magic missile, so it comes hurtling towards him. But then just kind of it absorbs like magical liquid into like a valorous kind of skin of energy just above its sort of person, and the energy gets absorbed, and it kind of howls this really dusty, kind of deep, sort of terrifying, almost sounding like howl in defiance. And that now brings us to Dorful. Dorful, I'd say you would have come forward a little bit, so you can move 60 foot if your movement is 30 foot.
Sorry, Matt, I still didn't hear what you said, by the way.
Oh, sorry, I said, I just sent a message into the group chat in Roll20. I was trying to address it just to you. Because you were saying you'd leveled me up to level 7, but I hadn't done anything with it. I sent you the thing that I get for it. It's like an ability. As for...
Redditors with unusual kink? What?
Yep, that was the one.
I don't think you sent me any magic. No, that's cancelled.
He means in the
That's it.
Roll20 chat.
Roll20
There's
chat.
something. It says
it's in the
Dorful and it's
Roll20
at
chat.
Baron
no,
Samid.
but that's okay. What I'm trying to say is, I only leveled you up, so you needed to do whatever else you needed to do. That was the rest for you to do, if that made sense. So yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is all I got, but I might need your help on the best way to actually use that, because I can use that for anybody that I can see within 30 feet.
Okay.
Which,
Yeah, basically now would be worth saving throws because this thing's just gonna fuck us up.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. So if you were to give me a hand on the best way to use those ones, fuck yeah. Who are the... Sorry, I'm just looking at that now. Are these ones friendly, or are we...
Oh,
dealing with
yeah.
them?
Yeah, so you're in the map now. Okay, so I'll give you a rundown. So this person here is sleeping currently. This guy here. Oh no, sorry. These two here. They're hiding. Let's see. You've got Amarth and you've got Colandrin. To the south here, these two are two frightened children. They look very skittish, like they could scream at any moment. They look very panicked, but they're frozen to the spot. This guy here is a salty-looking sailor. He's taken a lot of wounds. He's holding his shoulder and he's kind of like trying to hobble out of the melee range. This guy up here, he is still unconscious, but sitting in a pool of blood. The beast... Oh, hang on. The Beastmaster is also unconscious. You have a Velociraptor here, which is getting more and more anxious, having been roped to a stake. And you have a panicked elderly gentleman over by... He's like a rich-looking merchant. And right at the other side of the map back here is a mother and child who are also equally terrified. Here we have two of the Pasha's Ifriti guards, and they have literally just landed in front of Duval, who is here, and his Echo. And this is a female-looking Child of Wepwawet. And that's the lay of the land.
Sure.
Also many dead bodies, but I've just removed them off the map.
Alright. Wayne, I'm gonna have to get up some guidance on this one. What would you recommend as a course of action, just because I've missed a fair bit of what's been going on up to this point?
You're way out of combat.
Yeah, but I've got 60 foot of movement and then I can still do something.
Oh, well, get towards combat, I guess.
So you can have 60 foot of movement, and then if you have like a Misty Step, you could bamf into, for another 30.
Well, I mean, I guess you get into
If you're,
combat,
like,
yeah.
getting within 60 foot and then summoning the...
Yeah, summon your dude who shoots stuff.
Yeah.
doesn't-
Exactly, that's got 120 foot range.
Yeah. Well, get as close as you can,
Or-
and then put him out as far as you can.
So I'm gonna head to...
Go past the female Captain Jack Sparrow.
Is that this one here?
No,
No.
yeah, well, like the enemy is like over down here. It's like way down. This is where the enemy is.
Down here.
So you need to get. This
That's
is where
cool,
you,
we're
this is
fucking
where you're trying to
targeting.
get to.
Fantastic. I'm gonna get down to here then.
Okay, Dorful, just as you come into the affray, I'll get you to roll me a perception with advantage for me, please.
Take me back out because of the update to the character. There we are.
A
Roll
5
one.
with advantage. That's initiative. Actually, your perception's so actually fucking insane that I can't even say that you think you see something. You basically do. Just as you're running into battle, you do catch a glimpse of... they're doing a very good job of slinking in the shadows. But you see from there the shoulder of a jackal were quite close to these terrified looking children. But that's what you see. And that one brings us to Baron's turn, unless there's anything else you'd like to do, Dorful.
Well, aren't you going to deploy your little dude?
Okay, but I hadn't done anything yet.
Well, I mean, you can see a jackal there, can't you? Can you deploy him there?
I can only deploy it within like a touch range, and then I can shoot something that's 120 feet away.
Well, do that then.
Yep, sounds like a plan. Alright, I'm going to deploy my little cannon. Can I please...
You want a cannon? Okay, let's see what I can come up with here.
Big
Yeah,
fan of it looking like Mr. Rossetti or whatever it is from the first clan. So,
There we go. And I'll just give you control of El Cannon.
thank you.
Okay.
With 15-foot cone, that is not going to be enough movement. Alright, let's go for the 4th ballista. Range full attack inflicting 2d8, force damage and pushing the target creature 5 foot away from the cannon. Oh, that's terrible.
So you hit it for 8 points of force damage? Is that what happened?
Wait, sorry. The hit DC is, 15 as a dex save.
15 dex save, Jackalware. For 11.
So you take the whole 8.
Whole 8. That basically is enough to what's the word? Draw these two kids' attention to the jackal there, where that was kind of like Nosferatu, kind of like silently stealthing down the corridor, was about to pounce on the children, and it takes a bit of a beating. Sorry, how much damage was that? Sorry.
Just 8.
8. That's alright. No, that kind of fucks him up in a pretty bad way. I mean, he's still yelps, and kind of blood now kind of streams from its chest, and it knows the gig is up. -8. Very well done. These two children, obviously, they haven't been acting, so they get to run forwards out of harm's way, or so you think, towards Amarth. Very nicely done. You've actually saved. Well, I won't say what happened there, but you've actually done quite well. Now this brings us to the Baron, El Baron.
Alright. Let's go. One there. 2. This guy's in the air, right? 3, 4.
Yeah, they're coming down to land, so they would technically be landing this round.
4. I'm going to 5. Alright, I'm going to Misty Step. Yep, I'm going to Misty Step here. And then I'm going to Eldritch Blast. Or whatever my version of it. I call it Viper Blast him. Viper Blast him. That's going to miss him. I'm going to use the Inspiration.
Yep.
Bear with me. Oh, great, 17. Well, and then I'll use Favored of the Gods. Alright, there we go. So now what are we? Armor class 17, armor class 23, which I think will hit.
Definitely hits.
Alright, then that hits him for, how much should I say, 11 points of force damage and knocks him forward 10 feet.
Knocks him forward.
Yep.
11
So-
points of damage. What kind of
And then
damage is that?
It's force damage. And then I'm
Oh.
gonna hit him. I'm gonna hit him again. Class 21.
It's
It's just hits. He takes another 8 points of force damage, knocking him another 10 feet. So he should be about here. That's where I'm thinking.
righto. So kind of like being scuttled and bounced and bounded off the walls that it so nimbly seconds ago was able to lunge from. He basically like a pinball just bounces down the corridor and manages to keep his footing, but is more exposed now.
Alright, and then I'm gonna.
Would
then
I
I'm
be
gonna
able
take.
to use? Oh,
No, it's-
sorry. I was going to say attack of opportunity, maybe for the echo too.
It's forced. It's forced movement.
Yeah, it's forced movement. Unfortunately, you don't get that.
Gotcha. No worries.
All right, and then I'm gonna move behind this building for my last 5 foot. All right, let's see. Baron's done.
Okay. So next, I think we have the Child of Wepwawet, because I only took a reaction last time. Being forced into the open, it's basically looks around and sees the Afriti as the immediate dangers, which is sitting there about to land right next to it. The Arcanoloth basically flies up into the air, about 30 foot. In passing, I suppose it takes an attack of opportunity from this Afriti here. And kind of is trying to survey the land. So let's see, Afriti is going to make a scimitar attack for a 13, so he would miss anyway, as it ascends to the above. Let's see, it's going to cast banishment on the Afriti that tried to swipe at him. Let me just read it.
If he
Charisma.
upcasts it, he can get both of them.
Oh, can I do that to you? I don't know. I can't do that to you. I don't think you can anyway.
You can.
Oh yeah,
It's just
banishment. Yeah.
You can use the 5th level slot and upcast it.
Yeah. Just going to try and banish both. I'm going to roll each Afriti separately. So it's a charisma. They're actually quite charismatic dudes. It rolls them both. So one passes and one fails. So basically, this guy, he hangs around, but this guy is banished for the interim. I'm going to give him the boot. He's got a boot symbol. So yeah, unfortunately there's one Afriti down, and one still looking pretty pissed off. Moves us to the Jackalwares who are next. And let's see, the Jackalware is, knowing that the jig is up, it's actually going to run away back out of the game. That brings us to Quelandrin. Quelandrin, what would you like to do?
There is that Arcanoloth. Oh, there it is. She will. She will go for a slow on him.
Oh, nice. Okay. What do I have to roll against the slow?
14 wisdom.
14 wisdom? It rolls a 22.
Oh, damn it. Okay.
So, yeah, he resists, or she resists, sorry, because it's, this one's female. What you do notice is as each time it's sort of, has been drawing upon its magical energies, more and more gold seems to kind of like seep and sort of weep from its elaborate sort of gold-looking tattoos that look like it's carved into its black necrotic skin. Now it has these really horrific kind of like star-shaped tears of gold streaming down its face, which just only adds to its horrific appearance. Is there anything else that Colandrin would like to do?
No, she's good.
Okay, wonderful. That brings us to the one remaining Ifriti. He basically sort of lifts up his sword in his other arm and sort of like a goading kind of a gesture, and he says, "Rally to me, my friends! Rally to me!" And he sort of like wants to sort of encourage you. And you sort of think, yeah, this guy's onto something. He is going to make 2 scimitar attacks. Bang, bang. So the first one hits, and the second one misses. So it hits for 12 plus 9. Wow. Okay, so it does 21. All right.
No, it's 12 plus 4.
Oh yeah.
So the Arcanoloth has to make a concentration check. DC 10. So Constitution saving throw DC 10.
Which it fails.
Ooh.
Wow. So
2 Afritis now.
this Afriti pops back in, but unfortunately has missed his turn. That's all I want. He's back in play. Get rid of the boot. Wow, that's good. That's he's actually helped his mate out quite nicely there. Where am I? Yeah, so it takes a bit of damage. That was that 21. All right. It's definitely not looking good now. What you've noticed is it seems to be kind of panting and making this really nasty sort of deathly clicking sound as it breathes, like it's trying to capture its breath. That brings us to Duval.
All right. So just with the Afriti making the scimitar attacks, is the Child of Wepwawet kind of ground level at the moment?
It's basically it was a passing blow, so it's now hovering or flying 30 foot up in the air. So it's just a little bit above eye level from where you currently are. Oh no, you're on the ground, sorry, aren't you? So yeah, it's about 30 foot up in the air.
Shit. Okay. Nothing else for it but to cast Magnify Gravity.
Hey, you know gravity doesn't mean anything to Echo, right?
That's a good point.
Like you
Yeah,
can
Echo just manifests, isn't it?
You can manifest wherever the hell you want it and just attack wherever you
Can, but I want to get this thing back on the ground so everyone else can wail on it as well, especially our Afriti.
Good plan. But the Afriti can fly.
All right. They can. I want this thing on the ground. Let's go with, yeah. It's only a DC 13 con save, but let's see how he rolls.
Oh, con. It rolls a 20, I'm afraid.
Oh yeah, he passes. That
So,
has no pull.
Yeah. So basically it gets almost dragged down, but it seems to kind of almost just like kick a leg and kind of regain. Sorry, she is the female on this, and kind of howls out over the marketplace. Nothing happens, but it howls out all the same. Duval, is there anything else you'd like to do?
Just a little bit of movement, maybe to that spot there, and that'll do. That's him.
Very nice. That brings us to Dorful. No. Hang on, it doesn't. It brings us to Finn. Let me just rearrange these. Yeah, it brings us to Finn. Finn, what would you like to do?
So we have the Child of... I can't pronounce.
Wepwawet.
Wepwawet.
Wappa
Right.
Wappa.
Waka waka.
All I can see is a W. Child. Oh, there it is. Wepwawet. front of me.
Wario.
It's looking in a pretty bad shape given when you first saw it. It has
Fair.
alarmed you how resilient it has appeared to be.
Good for it. I am going to get to, and I'm going to cast Chromatic Orb at it.
Very nice.
And we're going to do it as a bit of, I guess it's going to be like thunder damage, to be honest. So I'm going to hold my diamond in my hand, which is around my neck from those who never remember, and just point a finger at it. And does a 24 hit?
A 24 does definitely hit, yes.
So that is
Nice roll.
35 damage.
35 thunder damage.
I want this thing gone.
Yeah, that seems to really mess it the fuck up. It definitely seems to be on its last legs. What happens is where it was once in the air, it doesn't have the strength to support itself, and is now grounded. It's in a pretty bad way. What was that? 35.
35.
It's it's a shower of golden liquid. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Finn?
I need to get more bonus action spells.
Yeah, they're pretty handy.
Yeah, so I'm done.
Okay, so what happens is you see it's Amarth's turn, and what she does is she casts Bane on it, or tries to at least. Where are we? Arcana Loft. It's a... so many windows. Charisma. Which is it's very good at. So yeah, so she goes to cast something, waves her fingers, but unfortunately nothing happens. The Velociraptor actually is working their stake quite loose now, and that brings us to Rain.
Has it used Counterspell or Shield this round? Or this?
Yes, I think it has. Yes.
No, it hasn't. Not since once it started its turn, it hasn't.
Oh yeah, because we start at the top of the round. No, it hasn't. It's ready to go.
God damn it. I will cast a level 3 Shatter at it.
Okay.
Does it want to counterspell?
It's going to cast. It's going to cast shield. Can it cast shield against that?
No.
Oh, it just happens. Right.
It's got to be counterspell. That's all it's got.
That's its last counter spell. Then, yeah, it's going to cast counter spell.
Rain, do you happen to have counterspell as a spell?
No, it's not my vibe.
Oh.
Alas, neither of the wizards have counterspell. But we shall see. Maybe we will study it.
The joys of counterspelling a counterspell.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's always good. Okay. Any bonus action you'd like to do there, Rain, or?
No.
Okay, Baron. What would you like to do?
Oh wait, that's not my character sheet.
You're currently hidden behind that little
Right.
strategic bit of wall.
Yep. All right. So I'm going to pull out, if you like,
Ooh,
cast Hex on the Child of Blah.
X. Okay.
Yeah, have the kiss of Papa Legba, and then I will throw a. No, I was going to say trouser python, but no, I will throw out the Black Mamba's boat. No, so a Viper's boat. Here we go. Wow, and miss completely,
With the first one.
and miss again.
All right. So 2 warning shots go careering
Yeah.
past.
Yeah, probably near where Finn is, but anyway, I put my hands up and I go, oops. I'm also only 6 hit points. I'm fucking moving behind that building again.
Yeah, good choice.
Alright,
Just throw something at me. The
it was
other person on 6 hit points.
I point at the Echo and say he did it. And then hide behind the building.
Very unimpressed with the Baron.
It's at this point. Is there anything else you'd like to do, Baron? Sorry.
I'm out of actions, that's it.
It's at this point that suddenly the whole, almost, it feels like the whole city just echoes with this kind of, it's like, yipping and like chirping of the jackal bears. And what you notice in the 3 seconds of action that it has, it's getting quieter. And there's like, you hear the occasional padded footstep, it's anyone with an understanding of animals gets the impression that this is like some kind of, this isn't a call to attack. I think, Finn, you get the impression certainly that this isn't a call to attack. It sounds like wolves in the wild when they've been startled. And that's what they're doing. The Child of Wepwawet growls, snarls, like this gold ichor just pouring out of its mouth and all the wounds that you've opened up on it. She looks around her like pupilless, glinting gold eyes, kind of deep set in the black obsidian kind of necrotic skin that she has. Looks around for a potential target, and with an open claw she focuses her attention back on the Afriti that's close by, and is going to cast what is she going to cast on him? So many choices. But then I say that, not many choices. That's all gone. She's going to cast Phantasmal Force on him. Why not? What does it do? What does he have to do? So yeah, it's just...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And there's firewall, don't get me wrong, that would be pointless.
Bubble's not going to work on a Freets, if that's what you're looking at.
I think
The other
it
thing
will
is-
cast fear on him.
The other thing is, if it's had enough, it can just Dimension Door and fuck off. And come back another day.
Oh yeah, she has teleport. Yeah, not wanting to lose the fight, she actually disappears. Like, it's like there's 2 different ways she can do it, but basically 1 minute she's there, something catches her attention, and the next minute, like, boom, she disappears, and the city quickly, very alarmingly, sort of rapidly becomes silent again. It's a few seconds before you hear the marketplace with the occasional people that have been put to sleep by the jackal wares, and they're snoring, and that's all you can hear. And people are far too afraid at the moment. There's an eerie silence. You have basically defeated your second Child of Wepwawet, and what would you like to do? Well done, guys. I'm very impressed.
I'm going back to that Velociraptor.
Okay, what are you going to do there?
I want to hover near and make sure he doesn't hurt it.
No, I'm going to try that animal friendship thing once more.
Okay, yep.
Wisdom save, DC 15.
15. So here we go. I'll just roll it here because basically it's 20. But it gets disadvantaged now.
I'd roll a 7. That's a fail.
Yeah, it rolled a 7. It fails. Okay, so describe to me what happens.
So he knows the beast knows that I mean him no harm. And it's charmed by me. So as long as it doesn't, as long as nobody attacks it, it is charmed by me. That's basic. Charm means it just treats me as a friend, I guess.
Very nice. So you, whilst it's sort of still bound to a wobbly stake, you're confronted with a velociraptor that just kind of, alertly keeps angling its head, looking at you, sees you as part of its pack.
By the way, that's for 24 hours. And
nice.
It's not a concentration spell.
Yeah, that's wicked. So you basically have a pet velociraptor, or a companion, let's say a companion velociraptor for the next 24 hours.
Yep, then I free it and let it eat the person next to it who's asleep. No.
You get the impression, like, I know you can't read its mind, but yeah, it kind of does size her up, like the Beastmaster up.
That's why I went there, because I thought it's going to try to eat the person as soon as it gets it free from the stake. That's what I would do.
Yeah. It can do that if that's what you kind of encourage it to do. It's obviously a free kill because she is unconscious, or she might be one of the dead ones.
Baron's like neutral, so he's not evil, so he's not going to do that.
These two children down here are just so grateful that they just throw their arms around Quelandrin and Amarth, who did so much in the battle. And Rain, would you like to tell me how Quelandrin reacts to a small snivelling child throwing its arms around her?
I think she's just frozen in horror. She can't bat him off because she's too stunned.
And Amarth
Cost banishment!
Yeah.
Yeah. Petrified.
He's pinned my arms. I can't cast the spell.
And Amarth seems incredibly happy and just kind of strokes the kid's head, and there's a happy reunion between like these guys over here and these guys over here. Obviously, family divided, and tranquility and serenity to some extent returns back to the sun-drenched markets of the market. What would you like to do now?
I would like to go back.
Oh no, go for it, Rin.
Oh, thank you. Cauldron and I will go back and study our tome and rethink our spell preparations.
Did we do what we needed to do? This was the mission?
Yeah,
well yes, we still...
As of yet, this is basically the Pasha had encouraged you to go and see what the problem was. You've identified what the problem was. Let's see, anyone... how am I going to do this? Everyone roll me intelligence with advantage, please.
Finn gained 15 points back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
And gain another 14 back. Finn, so gain 15 and 14.
I'm good.
Wow. You guys are fucking bright sparks.
Look at that.
Wait. Who has to make this save? Do we all have to make a save?
It's not intelligence save, but
No,
it's just
not
an
anymore.
intelligence
Apparently,
check.
rain is killing it.
Good, because I would not.
That rain's fun up to the whole group.
It's just awesome.
He's built
So-
to be like one stat, and this is it. For all your arcane needs.
Dorful, Duval, and Rain, having seen the scene when you first approached and that a lot of the citizens were put to sleep, especially Rain, you get the understanding that these jackalwares had the ability to send people to sleep. Obviously something that they hadn't experienced perhaps in a while. I'm trying to think what you would know. It seems like an interesting ploy, and one that could perhaps decimate a city if there were enough jackalwares around. I can't remember what you said to the Pasha. The Pasha revealed that the city was would have been under threat, and he obviously agreed to talk to negotiate with the master. So this seems interesting that these jackalwares have this ability, and were you not there to intervene, they could have basically overrun the city. And you're obviously quite intrigued as well by the fact that it wanted to try and steal away. It looked like one of the jackalwares was trying to. This is for you, Dorful, because you saw it. Looked like the jackalware was trying to sneak up on the child. Seems unnerving at this stage. But yeah, well done. You've aced it. The city sort of, the yelps, as it were, dissipate, and you're free to return to the palace should you want to.
Alright. Duval wants to take a few seconds just to inspect a bit of the blood, the golden blood that fell from the child as it was fighting. He just wants to try and see if he can discern anything, maybe investigate and try and get a bit of insight into its physiology, maybe.
Okay, I'll get you to roll. You can either roll medicine or arcana.
Ooh, I'll go with Arcana. Okay, not too bad. It's a 15.
It's good. So you're very easily able to discern that this is some kind of like lifeblood. Some constructs that you may have come across before have a similar sort of physiology, as it were, where they have like an ichor or some kind of life force imbued into what is technically, I suppose, kind of blood. Whilst it isn't blood, it seems like it would have behaved that way. You definitely get the impression with that kind of an arcana roll that it's got some kind of magical capabilities, but without some lengthy analysis. That's all you can discern. Does that answer your question?
Am I able to help him on
That
that
does. No, that's good. That's a little bit of insight.
Yeah, so without
That's
a
okay. I
lab
think-
or spending some time analysing the ichor, as it stands, it seems to be some kind of lifeblood. You would surmise that it has perhaps some kind of magical capabilities, given the strength and the power of the creature that you've fought. You know, obviously, you've heard of some ingredients that call for like dragon blood as an ingredient because of its magical qualities, and there's a possibility that this has similar qualities.
Could be a
Yeah,
construct, maybe.
Can I assist Duval in that one, or do my own analysis?
You're certainly able to do like a field test, as it were, like an on-site check.
Yeah, or can I assist Duval on his one?
Yeah, by all means. Yeah, Duval, you can like roll again once you sort of take it back to Dorful.
How much do you want me to
Alright.
go instead?
Yeah, I've got a +5 for Arcana, but go for it. Give it a roll.
I've got a +7.
Hey, go for it.
But I get that.
So with the 16, you basically come up with the similar sort of...
The same thing.
Yeah, the same thing.
Nice.
But
Duval's
it
just
definitely
musing
piques
to
your
himself,
interest.
like, constructs, Arcana. I wonder what silence or dispel magic would do to this thing next time we meet.
Yeah, quickly. Speaking of constructs, hey Rain, do you still have my homunculus?
Oh, I might do.
Yeah. I handed it up to you a while ago, just in case we need some, cure wounds that you could throw at somebody.
Yeah, I will pass back his homunculus.
No, hold on to it. I just want to make sure you're aware that you could throw a fucking tiny creature at somebody and have that cast wounds. Oh, cure wounds.
Good to know, good to know. Oh, I have first aid for people if anyone needs it as well.
Very nice, guys. I'm just going to take 5 minutes just to grab a
I don't
quick
think
drink.
I got touched on that one.
No, you got really close, but you did very well.
I need it. I've had the shit kicked out of me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's that was quite nasty, that chain lightning. I think last time I didn't utilize their spells enough, and I don't think they really lived long enough for me to be able to do it. But they're quite alarming.
Truth be told, though, the Ifriti could have they could have what do you call it? Plane shifted the demon or the Blah back like into the plane of fire. That's what I would do. I'd be like, and you'd have to make 2 saves versus plane shift.
Oh yeah.
It says self only, or it's just a spell. You just have a spell.
It's a spell. I don't think it's a
Nice.
I plane shifted one of my players into the elemental plane of acid. So.
Oh, nasty. Right, I'm just going to grab a drink, guys. I won't be a moment. Just 5 secs,
Well,
alright?
that's what he is for getting uppity.
Yeah, no, I said welcome to the new pain book, the Book of Pain. So.
Welcome to Section 1. Thank you.
Well, what was it? So I threw 3 chain lightnings at them. So. And since I had 3 on cloths, I was counterspelling everything they had.
Jesus.
Oh, I don't feel bad for them.
Oh.
They are like pretty powerful. Like if they get close to an enemy, they can hit for like 100 points in one go, no problem. So, but
so they're pretty strong.
Oh, they're but I wanted to make it difficult. Like I wanted to make So first things first, I think the main fighter took 3 fingers of death, and then chain lightning.
Is it level 8 when you start hitting the point where it's like, kill, or it's not really, not kill, but like have a proper risk of death, or it's not really a challenge?
No, I think, look, it's always a thing. It's just the guys in my Wednesday group are very powerful. Like, they're only a level 11, but they're almost like at their level 16 range as far as power is concerned. And they're built to hit hard. Like, I mean, I got a paladin who sometimes hits 4 times in a round and does Great Weapon Master, so that's a -5 to hit, but then does, what is it? So she does 1d10 plus 18 plus 2d6 radiant plus 1d8 improved smite without even smiting. And then because they're undead, that's an extra 2d8, so that's 3d8. And that's just on 1 hit, and then the thing hits like 4 times. So, plus, savage attack feat and, like all the sentinel and, so we can re-roll all 1s and 2s, so yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's not a... Yeah. So imagine that hitting, and basically paladin, at that level you don't miss. It's not a thing. You don't miss at, Plus I have flanking rule, so that's just like I always flank, so it's just like, nah. So the first thing I did is what was it? 3 chain lightnings and 3 fingers of death, and that got their attention.
Have you got a head? Have you there, Cam?
I do. I've got to go and do some baby things, but continue on without me. But that was awesome. I've been hanging out for a session for ages.
Yeah, it was really good to get back in the saddle.
Good to see you as
Oh,
well,
yeah.
Cam.
Me too.
Likewise.
That's why I was fucking
Good to
so
hang
late.
out with everyone.
Cam, good to hear from you.
Oh dear. All right, I'm gonna go do some more not sleeping.
Enjoy your unrest.
I shall. Oh, it'll be sweet.
Take care, Cam. See you next time.
Hey, Cam.
All right, peeps. All right. Talk to you soon.
Have a good night, babe.
You just say babe.
Babe. I could call Cam babe. Look at him.
Oh, I mean fair.
I
No,
thought
he's the prettiest guy I've seen for a while.
He wouldn't last 5 minutes in prison.
He'll be the most popular guy there.
Wow.
Yeah, but I can see Cam having a better chance of making other people his bitch. He'd be
Yeah.
fine.
Anywho, there's always
Yeah.
somebody bigger. But what was it? I thought you said babe, but I knew you meant mate. So that's all right.
So
I'm
that's
just gonna-
me not practicing proper elocution. I'll do my best to
No, it's
enunciate better.
It's online and people talking. It's not a thing. Don't worry.
My pronunciation is still fucking shocking now that I've gotten back to Australia.
So, has anybody else has their vaccine? Is it just me?
No, I'm not eligible as a
Too young.
Is it like 3 years
25
old?
to 35-year-old white straight male. I'm not eligible for shit.
No, 30-year-olds are now eligible.
I'm not 30
Yeah.
yet.
You said 25 to 35.
Still grasping at those straws.
You were right, and I still lost out in that fucking distinction.
Oh well.
I haven't yet.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna rush to it.
I'll be eligible in like 3 to 5 months.
Well, put it this way, I just got out of Melbourne, like 2 or 3 days into their fucking whatchamacallit, and and I was on a plane with a whole bunch of people, so that wasn't great.
Yeah, that would be shit.
Which was fine, because luckily enough, nobody had it on the plane, which is fine. Like if nobody has it, then you have no chance of getting it. But there was always that chance. And then I'm supposed to go to Melbourne in like 3 weeks' time or 4 weeks' time. Yeah, assuming they don't have I don't know. Like it depends. Like if Perth says you have to quarantine back, then I won't go. But otherwise, yeah. But it's just like, yeah, you know what? By the time I go to Melbourne the next time around, I'm going to have I would have had on board I would have been 2 weeks into the second dose, I think. So I'll be like, yeah.
Good.
Well, I mean, it doesn't stop you from getting it, but it does reduce your chances of getting it. And then and if you do get it, it's just like you don't get sick. You don't get badly sick.
I'm assuming we've stopped the recording. Have we stopped playing?
Oh, are we? Yeah, up to you.
We're calling
I am
it
still
time. Sorry to
recording.
interrupt, Wayne.
No, that's all good. I can. Oh, it looks so nice. Okay, yeah, I'll press stop.
Or
I can always press
pause,
stop.
even.
Oh, hang on, there is a
Otherwise,
pause.